Donald Trump has officially confirmed that he will not be attending the wedding of his eldest son, Donald Trump Jr., and the decision has instantly become one of the most talked about celebrity and political stories in America. What should have been a glamorous Trump family celebration in the Bahamas has suddenly turned into a dramatic headline involving family loyalty, presidential duty, political optics, and intense online debate. And now millions of people are asking the same question. Why would Donald Trump skip one of the biggest personal moments in his son's life? The story exploded after Donald Trump posted a statement confirming he would remain in Washington instead of traveling to the Bahamas for Donald Trump Jr.'s wedding with Bettina Anderson. In typical Trump fashion, the announcement was emotional, political, and impossible to ignore. Trump wrote that while he very much wanted to attend the wedding, circumstances pertaining to government and my love for the United States of America do not allow me to do so. That single sentence immediately triggered a firestorm across social media and cable news. For many supporters, the statement sounded patriotic and presidential. They praised Trump for putting the country first during a tense period involving international negotiations and growing geopolitical uncertainty. Critics, however, accused him of turning a family matter into another political performance. Others questioned whether there might be deeper tensions behind the scenes inside the Trump family itself. The timing could not be more dramatic. Donald Trump Jr. and Bettina Anderson are reportedly hosting a luxurious private wedding celebration on a small island in the Bahamas during Memorial Day weekend. According to reports, the event is intentionally intimate and exclusive, attended only by close family members and select friends. But even before the celebration began, the focus shifted away from the wedding itself and directly onto Donald Trump's absence. Just one day before officially confirming he would skip the event, Trump spoke with reporters and hinted that he probably would not attend. He admitted the timing was not good because of ongoing international tensions, especially involving Iran. Then came the line that instantly went viral online. Trump joked, "If I go, I get killed. If I don't go, I get killed," by the fake news. That comment spread everywhere within hours, becoming a trending topic across social media platforms and political talk shows. The situation became even more interesting after reports confirmed that Donald Trump Jr. and Bettina Anderson had already legally married before the Bahamas ceremony. Palm Beach County records reportedly show the couple filed official marriage paperwork ahead of the celebration, meaning the Bahamas event is more symbolic and ceremonial than legal. But that detail only intensified curiosity around Trump's decision, because many people assumed that once the marriage became official, the family would all come together publicly for the celebration. Donald Trump Jr., now one of the most visible members of the Trump political dynasty, has spent years standing beside his father during campaigns, rallies, legal battles, media wars, and political controversies. Over the last decade, Don Jr. transformed from businessman to one of the loudest voices in conservative politics. He has become deeply connected to the MAGA movement, appearing at countless political events and defending his father aggressively in interviews and online. Many Trump supporters even view him as a future political candidate himself. That close relationship is exactly why Trump's absence feels so shocking to many observers. For years, Donald Trump and Donald Trump Jr. have projected an image of unity and loyalty. Don Jr. has often praised his father publicly, calling him one of the toughest people he knows. Trump himself has repeatedly described Don Jr. as smart, strong, and politically talented. So naturally, many expected Trump to prioritize the wedding no matter what was happening internationally. But the White House reportedly changed plans at the last minute. According to several reports, Trump had originally planned to spend the holiday weekend at his Bedminster golf property before possibly attending part of the Bahamas celebration. Instead, he revised his schedule and decided to stay in Washington. That move instantly created two competing narratives. One side argues this proves Trump is taking presidential responsibilities seriously. Supporters say that with international tensions escalating and diplomatic conversations reportedly continuing behind closed doors, the president remaining at the White House sends a message of seriousness and leadership. The other side sees it very differently. Critics quickly pointed out that Trump has still attended golf events, sporting appearances, campaign-style gatherings, and other public outings during periods of political tension before. Some online users sarcastically asked how the president could find time for rallies and UFC events, but not his own son's wedding celebration. And because this is the Trump family, the gossip world immediately began digging deeper. Attention quickly turned toward Bettina Anderson, the woman officially becoming part of the Trump family. Anderson, a Palm Beach socialite and philanthropist, has been moving within elite Florida social circles for years. Elegant, wealthy, and connected, she quickly became a major topic in celebrity media after her relationship with Donald Trump Jr. became public. The romance itself attracted attention because it followed Don Jr.'s highly publicized split from Kimberly Guilfoyle. For years, Kimberly Guilfoyle was viewed as one of the most visible women in Trump world politics. The former Fox News personality had become deeply involved in Trump campaigns and conservative fundraising, and many people assumed she would eventually marry Don Jr. But their relationship quietly ended, and not long after, Don Jr. began appearing publicly with Bettina Anderson. By late 2025, the couple officially announced their engagement during a White House holiday event. Reports at the time claimed Trump personally introduced the couple during the celebration. Don Jr. reportedly joked that although he was rarely speechless, Bettina saying yes to his proposal left him emotional. Anderson herself called it the most unforgettable weekend of her life. At that point, the relationship appeared fully embraced by the Trump family, but recent details have fueled new speculation. Earlier this year, Melania Trump reportedly did not attend Bettina Anderson's bridal shower at Mar-a-Lago. Ivanka Trump, Tiffany Trump, and Marla Maples were reportedly there, but Melania's absence immediately sparked rumors online about possible tension or distance within the family circle. No public conflict has been confirmed, but with the Trumps, every absence becomes a story. Social media reactions to Trump skipping the wedding have been absolutely relentless. Conservative commentators defended him by saying presidents sometimes have to sacrifice personal moments for national responsibilities. Many MAGA supporters posted comments praising Trump for staying in Washington during a sensitive geopolitical period. Others mocked the explanation completely. Critics called the explanation overly dramatic and accused Trump of framing himself like a wartime leader skipping a royal ceremony. Memes immediately flooded the internet, especially after users combined the story with Trump's recent comments about Iran in the media. Entertainment outlets also jumped all over the luxury angle of the story. The Bahamas wedding reportedly takes place on a private island with a relatively small guest list compared to what many expected from a Trump family wedding. Earlier reports even suggested the couple originally considered a White House wedding before concerns about optics and global conflicts changed those plans. That detail alone fascinated people online. The idea that one of America's most famous political families almost hosted a wedding connected to the White House sounds like something straight out of a television drama. Meanwhile, Donald Trump Jr.'s personal history has become part of the conversation, too. Before Bettina Anderson, Don Jr. was married to Vanessa Trump for more than a decade. The former couple shares 5 children together and remained publicly connected after their divorce in 2018 because of co-parenting responsibilities. Recently, Vanessa Trump also made headlines after publicly revealing a breast cancer diagnosis. The emotional announcement drew sympathy online and added another emotional layer to the already complicated Trump family storyline surrounding the wedding. Reports suggest Vanessa has maintained a relatively positive relationship with Don Jr. while focusing on their children and her health journey.
At the same time, some gossip outlets have linked Bettina Anderson's arrival into the Trump family with a noticeable shift in Donald Trump Jr.'s public image. Anderson comes from a different social background than the overtly political Kimberly Guilfoyle. Friends and insiders reportedly describe her as more connected to philanthropy, luxury social circles, and environmental causes, rather than aggressive political campaigning. That contrast has only fueled more fascination about how she fits into the larger Trump family dynamic. And while all of this unfolds, Donald Trump remains at the center of the storm. For decades, Trump has mastered the ability to turn almost every personal moment into a national conversation. Whether people love him or hate him, he dominates headlines unlike almost anyone else in modern politics. Even his decision to skip a family wedding becomes front-page news across the world. Some analysts believe Trump intentionally crafted the announcement to reinforce the image of a leader focused on global affairs and presidential duty. Others think the explanation may genuinely reflect difficult timing during sensitive diplomatic negotiations. Either way, the result is the same. The wedding itself has almost become secondary to the controversy surrounding Trump's absence, and the online reaction keeps growing. Some people believe Don Jr. fully understands his father's reasoning and supports the decision completely. Others wonder privately whether there is disappointment behind closed doors, because despite the political messaging and public statements, at the end of the day, this is still a father missing his son's wedding celebration. That emotional reality is what makes the story resonate far beyond politics. Millions of people understand the importance of weddings, family milestones, and showing up for loved ones. That is why the debate feels so personal to many observers. Is this an example of sacrifice and duty, or is it another case of politics consuming every aspect of family life? And because this involves the Trump family, the speculation will probably continue long after the ceremony ends. Now people are watching closely for photos from the Bahamas celebration, guest appearances, social media posts, and any new comments from Trump family members. Viewers are especially curious about whether Ivanka Trump, Eric Trump, Tiffany Trump, and other major family figures will share moments publicly from the event. There is also intense curiosity surrounding Melania Trump and whether she will address the situation at all. So far, she has remained publicly silent about the wedding controversy. Another major question is how Donald Trump Jr. himself feels about all of this. Publicly, there has been no sign of tension between father and son. Don Jr. has continued defending and supporting his father politically, and insiders claim he understands the pressure Trump faces as president. Still, many people cannot help but wonder whether there is private disappointment beneath the surface. At the same time, Trump supporters continue arguing that critics would attack him no matter what decision he made. If he attended the wedding, opponents would accuse him of ignoring international tensions. If he skipped it, they would criticize him for missing a major family moment. Trump himself even joked about that exact scenario when speaking to reporters. And that may be why this story has exploded so dramatically. It combines politics, celebrity culture, luxury lifestyle, family drama, and public image all in one headline. Very few families in America live under the level of scrutiny the Trumps experience. Every vacation, every wedding, every family appearance becomes part of a much bigger conversation. For supporters, the family represents power, resilience, and political influence. For critics, they symbolize media spectacle and constant controversy. Either way, people cannot stop watching. As the Bahamas celebration continues, one thing is absolutely certain. Donald Trump skipping Donald Trump Jr.'s wedding has become far more than a simple scheduling story. It has become another defining Trump family media moment. Emotional, political, glamorous, controversial, and impossible to ignore. And with this family, there is always the possibility that another unexpected twist is right around the corner. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.